So while we all make mistakes in our Etsy shops as Etsy sellers, as I know I certainly have, none of us want to be missing out on potential sales or not able to grow our shops due to a mistake that can easily be fixed. So today I've compiled all of the hundreds of possible mistakes into the 6 biggest, hugest mistakes Etsy sellers make. And because I always love a bonus, I added a 7th mistake you'll definitely not want to miss, because you're probably making this mistake right now. And this mistake leaves you wide open to having your Etsy shop stolen right out from under you. The first mistake Etsy sellers make is thinking that Etsy will be completely passive and then completely avoid trying new things while waiting and hoping for sales. For example, if you're brand new to Etsy and you added 10 new listings, but nothing is selling, well, you have a few options. Don't make the mistake and give up right away. Instead, you have the option of adding more listings, or changing the listings you already have, or figuring out how you're going to market those listings, or using all 3 strategies in some combination. Pick one strategy and try it. Don't make the mistake of feeling like there's nothing you can do to be successful on Etsy. There's absolutely always something you can do to grow your Etsy shop. You can add an Etsy shop banner, fill out your shop policies, fill out your item descriptions. You can try adding a new line of products or update and improve something, anything in your shop. I've tended to find that Etsy loves it when I tweak things in my shop, and then it needs to show those changes to new customers. And so then I tend to get more customers. It's a win-win. The second mistake Etsy sellers make is forgetting about why you personally started your Etsy shop, and maybe even why you are watching this video. Maybe you need more money for groceries, or maybe you want to quit your day job and become the next Etsy millionaire. And while there are always things that can drive you crazy about any side hustle or business or new venture, remembering the reason about why you started selling on Etsy to begin with will help you to stay focused and stay the course, despite the difficult days you might have. Maybe you just really want to start a business, but aren't sure how yet. Or maybe you've tried other business ideas and they haven't worked out. So as an Etsy seller, don't make the mistake of forgetting the real reason why you started, whether that's to pay for a car payment every month, or to fund your next vacation. But no matter what, don't make the mistake of forgetting your reason why you started selling on Etsy to begin with. The third biggest mistake Etsy sellers make is not valuing your own worth and then waiting too long to have the mindset shift from hobby to business owner. A business of any size needs to have policies and procedures and ultimately needs to be profitable. If you're giving every customer a refund because the item took more than 24 hours to be received in Australia after being shipped from California only the day before, then something probably needs to change. Items need to be priced fairly relative to the time you put into making it, and also according to what will sell in the market. Don't make the mistake of selling the item for less than it truly costs to make the item. Just because something is a hobby doesn't mean it's not valuable and shouldn't be valuable to others. No matter if you're selling a beautiful handmade cardigan or if you're selling personalized leather tote bags. If you're new here, welcome to Teacher and Beyond, where I help you grow your Etsy shop from the ground up to success after selling over 25,000 items on Etsy since the very tail end of 2018 with print on demand on Etsy. I am always coming up with new and unique strategies that I've personally tested to help you see more success in the growth of your Etsy shop. The fourth biggest mistake Etsy sellers make is forgetting about why you probably picked selling on Etsy to begin with. And that's probably because you heard it's a marketplace that brings you customers for free or a very low cost. But Etsy is for very specific types of shops selling handmade, vintage, or craft supplies, and Etsy comes with very specific rules. So don't make the mistake of selling something on Etsy that can't be sold on Etsy to begin with, or making the mistake of getting overly annoyed with Etsy's rules. It's a marketplace that does bring you customers at a low cost, And while I've now sold over $500,000 on Etsy since I started selling on Etsy, I've also tried selling on different platforms such as my own e-commerce store. Short of constantly posting on social media or having an enormous Facebook group, the results just aren't the same or as effortless as selling on Etsy, because Etsy brings Etsy sellers traffic and has customers that are actively looking to buy, as it has enormous brand recognition, familiarity, and trust in Etsy. So don't make the mistake of forgetting what is ultimately important as an Etsy seller. And many times, like it or not, that's following Etsy's rules. So don't make the mistake of selling items in categories that aren't allowed or selling trademarked items. It's not always easy to do if you see others doing it, and sure, it can be an easy mistake to make. But it's Etsy's platform with Etsy's rules, because Etsy brings you sales when other platforms don't. The fifth biggest mistake Etsy sellers make is trying to make short-term gains. Sure, it's easy to make a quick buck on Etsy, as in one single dollar. And you can definitely make a quick buck by selling items that people are searching for that aren't allowed on Etsy, and that certainly aren't going to withstand the test of time, because it could even get your shop shut down, like intentionally selling trademarked items, like items that aren't even allowed on Etsy at all, or just simply copying others. But this really won't help you beyond a few sales here and there. And included in trying to make a quick buck is renewing listings with the hopes that it will rank higher in Etsy search. But if the item didn't renew as a result of a sale, it really won't work. Instead, spend more time creating something of more value to more customers that is original and unique, and will in turn give you many, many more sales over the long term. Well, we are now at the sixth biggest mistake Etsy sellers make, but don't forget to stay tuned for the bonus, and that is not being honest about your goals, and then not taking enough action to where you want your shop to be. Instead, you need to get a bit ahead of the learning curve by learning as much as possible as soon as possible, and working on your shop to truly get the results you want, and continuing to work on it until you have reached that specific goal. If you want to make $10 a day from your Etsy shop or reach 1,000 sales, then you have to keep tweaking things until you get there. You have to be truly honest with yourself. Do the photos look professional? Have you spent time branding your shop and your photos? And is the shop somehow cohesive even if you have many different items over many different niches? Don't make the mistake of not opening social media accounts for your shop, or not posting to social media at all. Don't make the mistake of not researching for the best possible keywords. Don't make the mistake of thinking Etsy ads don't work just because someone else said it didn't work for their shop. Don't make the mistake of not learning and trying all of the different tools Etsy gives you, like coupons, discounts, the ability to make shop updates. Don't make the mistake of only adding a few listings in one niche and then calling it quits. It sometimes takes buyers time after seeing your listing for the first time. It might take a day, it might take a week, or they might even be waiting until the end of the month after payday. If you want to see success on Etsy, don't make the mistake of giving up before you make a goal, and then continue to put in the time until you have the results you want. All right, it's time for the bonus, and perhaps the biggest, most enormous mistake that Etsy sellers make is not preventing their shop from being stolen. Please don't let your shop be stolen by others. If you don't have two-factor authentication turned on in your account information in your Etsy shop dashboard, you need to do this right now. This will not only protect your Etsy shop from theft, but to absolutely transform your Etsy shop right now, you should check out this video right here on how I use my Etsy titles and tags as part of my ultimate strategy that helped my shop net over $80,000 in sales with $22,000 in profit in one single month. I wish you all the very best of success in your Etsy shop for today, tomorrow, and for well into the future. See you later, superstar.